everyone, welcome to Pure Design. My name is Savannah from SavannahLouis.com, and today I am here to bring you my back to school survival guide.
Summer.
Summer. Summer.
Summer.
Summer. Summer. Summer.
Just kidding, it's time to go back to school. I've already graduated high school, I'm currently a college student, so I'm going to share some of the things that I've learned from my experience with you guys. So my first tip for you is to get involved, because high school goes by way too fast. This is a great way to make friends, especially if you're in a big school and it can seem overwhelming, trust me. Next up is probably one of the most important tips, and that is to not care what people think of you. Trust me when I say that this gets easier as life goes on. When I was in high school, I probably would have told you that I was super secure in myself, that I didn't care what anybody thought, but that was not true at all, because I definitely did. I remember this one time when I was in Spanish class, and my book bag kind of fell over, and out of my bag rolled out my little concealer stick. And I remember being so embarrassed. And now when I look back, I'm like,
it was concealer, like what? I don't even understand.
I wanted them to think that my winged eyeliner was completely natural and that I didn't have any imperfections to hide. I know that so much of my high school career was spent worrying what other people were thinking of me. Take it from me, don't be that insecure girl that cares whether people know if you wear makeup or not. If you want to wear makeup, then wear it. If not, that's totally fine too. Just be yourself. So when it comes to studying, I took notes in class. I really did my best when I would write the term down and then the definition, and then just sort of main notes, whatever they were writing, whatever was on the PowerPoint, whatever was on the chalkboard, anything like that, I would write it down, and that is honestly the only thing that I would study. And when you're studying, I would recommend covering up the term with one hand, and then when you read the definition, you can try and guess whatever the term is. If you get it correct, put a star by it. If not, skip it and come back to it later. And then after all that, I would do the opposite. Look at the term and try and memorize the definitions. That way, no matter what kind of question they ask you, if it's multiple choice or fill in the blank, you're going to be able to know the answer because you know both terms and the definitions. Studying can also be a challenge if you're like me and you get really distracted. I actually found this really cool app called Forest, and if you open it up, you pretty much have this little tree, and then you can pick however much time you want to be focused and study, and if you hit plant, then you're not allowed to close out of the app, and if you do close out of the app,
your tree dies.
And I don't know why this is so motivating, but it is. I really like this because then you get to look at your forest and you see how many trees you have and all of the tasks that you've done. You can label everything, how much time you spent doing what, and it's a really great way to keep you from checking Instagram, Facebook, all of that. That way you can study and get your homework done. Stay rooted in your faith and find your identity in Christ, especially if you're in a public school. So it is so important to keep your faith strong during this time. I went to a Christian school pretty much my whole life, and so when I went to college, it was kind of a huge wake-up call for me. Pretty much everything you learn about is from a secular standpoint. So it was really important that I put God first and really kept my relationship with Him. When you're in high school and college, you're really becoming an adult, and this is the time when you need to decide for yourself if you are going to follow Christ. Whether you were raised as a Christian or not, there comes a time when I feel like we all just have to choose if this is going to be the life that we're going to live. So in choosing to follow God, it is so important that you read the Bible for yourself, be spending time with God daily, and this not only helps your faith, of course, but it also helps your confidence. When you truly find your identity in Christ and you only care about what God thinks about you, it doesn't matter what your friends think about you. And that sounds so cheesy, but it's becoming more real to me every single day. And I wish I would have really grasped a hold of this concept when I was in high school. Avoid dating. You don't have to avoid dating completely, but just always keep your future spouse in mind when you're making decisions that regard dating. And if this guy that you're talking to is completely not marriage material and you know that there's no way that you would ever end up getting married down the road, it's probably just a waste of time and you're probably gonna get your heart broken. But again, that's just my perspective.
Dang, girl, you got it going on. You looking nice today. You trying to hang out with me or something? You trying to find out? Bro, did it hurt? Did it hurt when you fell for me?
Yeah, I just don't know if that's in God's will for me right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's what's up. That's what's up.
If you're anything like me, then you're really picky when it comes to lunch. I'm not a fan of lunch meat or peanut butter and jelly or lunch sandwiches in general. I get really bored of eating the same thing every day. tip for you, and that is don't waste your life online. I recently read on the Forbes website that teenagers spend 9 hours a day staring at some sort of screen. Let me just tell you that being out of high school, sitting here, married, living in an apartment, we're on our own, when I think back to high school, it's a really strange feeling. I feel a little bit nostalgic. I feel like I kind of wish that I could go back, and overall it's just this really strange experience of thinking back to some time that you will never be able to go back to. And it's really, really weird. So enjoy high school while it lasts. Spend time with your friends. Go to the sports events. Get involved. Have fun. Don't care what people think of you. Keep your faith in Christ. And don't waste this time of your life staring at a screen. Alright, well that brings us to the end of this video. I hope that some of these ideas were helpful for you today. Be sure to head on over to Pure Design's website where you can check out their online magazine. You can even order a hard copy for yourself. And keep your eye out for the new issue of Pure Design, which will be coming out this fall. Again, my name is Savannah. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you have a great day. Bye!